Okay, so I just ordered $107 worth of cards from trollandtoad.com. Great place to buy. Great place to buy rares and rares and more of the, expensive uncommons and stuff. Not such a great place to buy like the cheap, not very sought after uncommons and commons, because they have like a thing that they charge a minimum 50 cents per card. But I mean, I could have split half my order to buy Troll and Toad and half to buy from Strike Zone Online, which sell commons and uncommons really cheap. They sell them for like like if it's really not that sought after, if they could go for like 14 cents a common, so that's really good. And I probably could have like made that up in the shipping for the other place, but I didn't feel like it. But don't buy rares from StrikeZoneOnline.com, because they have like the Rezz, yeah, whatever, the Boros Archangel that I got, $1 at Troll and Toad, like closer to like $5 at Strike Zone Online. Regardless, anyway, so all the cards I bought were to finish my red-white deck, to finish an old deck that I never got to finishing, which was my Resurrection deck, and to revamp my two current in use decks that I've had for past years: my Weenie deck, my white Weenie deck, and my Dragon deck. I always get a kick out of saying white Weenie. Anyway, so just going over the Dragon deck. Now, I started playing Magic during Legion's block, and when that came out and I saw the Killing Mouth Dragon, I knew that's what I wanted to do with Magic. I wanted to play. That was my first deck that I actually made by myself, and I was so happy of it. Sad thing is that the current Dragon deck I have now is actually the Dragon deck number 2, because when I was first starting to play, I had my Dragon deck and I had like 3 Killing Mouth Dragons and a whole bunch of other crap, and it got stolen during 10th grade lunch, and I was so pissed off. But regardless, so here's the deck. Of course, there's 4 Killing Mouth Dragons. Oh, actually, they're pronounced Kiln Mouth Dragons. The first word, kiln, being like a huge oven. I've always pronounced them Killin Mouth because I don't know. I that's how I thought it was pronounced. I thought it was like some gangster way of saying killing. They just cut out the IL and a G, and whatever. So for those, there's 4 Shivan Dragons and 4 Furnace Whelps. Those are all the dragons. I have 2 Dragon Speaker Shamans. Actually, no, I think there's 3. 3 Dragon Speaker Shamans. I have 4 Orc Lumberjacks. Originally, those were going to be Thornscape Familiars, which would reduce red spells by a cost of 1. However, realize that these are a lot better. First turn you can play this. If you have a forest next turn, you can you sacrifice the forest, you get 3 free mana. If I had a Seething Song, I could put out a Shivan on the second turn. It's ridiculous. And I could put a Kiln Mouth on the out on the third turn. Have 3 Elvish Pipers. I originally had 2, and I pulled them all from packs actually. And did not buy any of my Elvish Pipers. The most recent one I got is from 2010 or 11. What is it? It's 11th edition 2010. Yeah. So I bought like 4 packs of that, and first pack I opened an Elvish Piper. I'm like, oh yeah, wonderful. That just made it up for me. To keep so that way my creatures don't get countered, I have Guy's Heralds out. Just hopefully they stay out and play long enough. And then put out a dragon. So it helps them not get countered. I could have put in Vexing Shushers, but these were a lot cheaper. And I'm really just worried about getting the so that the dragons will get countered. Not really the spell, since I don't have many spells. So that's it for the creatures. I do have a few spells. Originally in my original dragon deck, I had like 3, what are they called? Fertile Grounds, which you tap the land and the enchanted land, and it adds 1 extra mana of whatever color. These are the same thing, same cost. It's just now it's not one colorless. It's either red or white, and in my case, the cost is going to be red and green, so, but that shouldn't be too hard. And Enchanted Land produces any color, and it has Shroud. And playing against my friends, I know they have like a land destruction deck, both of them, so this will be really good. I have 4 Lightning Greaves, had those in the original deck, those are staying, of course. And I have 3 Lay of the Lands. And those were in the original deck, and those just to get some land out quick. What else? Oh, and of course, 4 Stealing Songs for some quick mana. And of course, my lands, I have 20 plains and 20 swamps. No, I have 8 mountains, and I have 8 forests. And then, trying to find some dual lands, I have put in these Grove of the Burn Willows. It's a really awesome picture. I like that a lot, and the way the card designed, that looks kind of cool too. I like to see that design stick around a little bit longer, but I guess it was just for the Future Sight set, which I was not a part of. I had my Magic hiatus during that time. Anyway, each opponent gains 1 life, which is not, it's kind of sort of the same if you were playing as a Pain land. If you were playing one-on-one, it's got a worsening effect from if you're playing multiple people. But regardless, it doesn't matter. I don't care if you gain a couple life. It doesn't matter to me. I'm gonna kick your ass anyway. So that's my deck. It's just revised. Like my original deck, well, not my original deck, but Dragon Deck version 2. I had the Killing Mouths, I had Shivens, I had a 2-head in there, and I had Dargaz, which I got rid of. I didn't want any black. I just wanted to bleed green and red. And I had the Lightning Greaves, but like some of the cards in there just didn't make sense. Like I had some Tornifiers and they made sense, but it was just too expensive to get out. But I had I don't know, it was Burning Tree Shaman, something from the Ravnica set, or whatever one was had the Grohl clan in it. That was just, it didn't make any sense. And I had what were they? Kurgadon. Oh yeah. Now he kind of did make sense, but I mean he was too expensive, and it just slowed down the game. And it was like, oh man, do I put out a Kurgadon or do I put out the Dragon? And then it's like, well, if I put out the Kurgadon, and it just slowed down the game. This is like, I'm looking at this now, he got a Shiv in 2nd turn. And that's really great. So, that's my deck. And I'm going to post the other decks too. Great. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.